gentlemen, from Camp Hahn, California, we bring you a man who pedaled here all the way from Hollywood on the rear end of a tandem bicycle, Jack Benny.
Hey folks, due to the growing demands by our listeners, we're going to present a radio play called The Bet by Anton Chekhov. This play stars renowned actors all around the globe, such as Tate Willman as a banker whose one bet changes all, Amy Glassman as a lawyer, a man whose life is going to change forever, Sadia Rashid as the watchman, Jenny Gao and Diana Zhu as guest appearances. So here you go, folks. We're going to present the play called The Bet.
It has been 15 years now since the party one autumn evening intellectual men were talking about many interesting things. Executions is the more inhuman. He who kills in a few minutes, or he who drags the life out of you in the course of many years?
Definitely.
Yes.
Both are equally immoral, for they both take away life.
Young man, you practice law. What do you think?
I agree on the fact that they are both equally immoral. But if I had to choose, I would choose the imprisonment for life over the death penalty, because to live anyhow is better than not at all.
I'll bet you $2 million that you wouldn't be able to stay in solitary confinement for 5 years.
I'll take the bet, but I'll stay not only 5 years, but 15 years.
15 years? Done. Gentlemen, I stake $2 million.
Agreed. You stake your millions and I stake my freedom.
Young man, think over your decision while there is still time. To me, $2 million is nothing. But you are losing 3 or 4 best years of your life. I say 3 or 4 because you won't stay any longer. What was the point of the bet? I lost $2 million. And he lost 15 years of his life for nothing. We proved nothing.
My diary re-entries, November 1871. For the first year of my confinement, I suffered from severe loneliness and depression. I played the piano constantly, day and night. I refused wine and tobacco because it would excite desires. November 1871. I didn't play piano. I asked for classic books. November 1875. After so much time, I started playing the piano again. So all I wanted to do was drink wine and eat. I did not have the heart to read books. June 1876. Tediously studying languages, philosophy, and history. 1881, I started reading the Gospel. 1884 to 1885, I read immense quantities of books, quite undiscriminating, natural science, Shakespeare, chemistry, philosophy, and theology, anything I could get.
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, he will regain his freedom. By our agreement, I ought to pay him $2 million. If I do pay him, it's all over for me. I'll be utterly ruined. Cursed bet! Why didn't the man die? He's only 40 now. He will take my last penny from me. He will marry, enjoy life, and will gamble on exchange, while I shall look at him with envy like a beggar, and hear from him every day the same sentence. I am indebted to you for the happiness of my life. Let me help you. No, this is too much. One means of being saved from bankruptcy and disgrace is the death of that man. Where is the watchman? He probably has sought shelter from the weather. If I had the pluck to carry out my intention, suspicion would fall first upon the watchman. I'm going to tap on the window first. Oh my God, he has changed. He is a skeleton with skin drawn tight over his bones, with long curls like a woman's, and a shaggy beard. Poor creature, he is asleep, and most likely dreaming of the millions, and I have only to take this half-dead man, throw him in a bed, stifle him a little with a pillow, and the most conscientious expert would find no sign of a violent death. But let us first read what he has written here. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock I regain my freedom, the right to associate with other men. But before I leave this room and see the sunshine, I think it necessary to say a few words for you. With a clear conscience I tell you, as before God who beholds me, that I despise freedom and life and health and all that in your books is called the good things of the world. For 15 years I have been intently studying earthly life. In your books I have drunken fragrant wine. I have hunted stags of wild boars in the forest, have loved women. In your books I have climbed to the peaks of Elburz and Mount Blanc, and from there I have seen the sunrise and have watched it at evening flood, the sky, the ocean, and the mountains with gold and crimson. Your books have given me wisdom, and I despise your books. I despise wisdom and the blessings of the world. It is all worthless, fleeting, illusory, and deceptive, like a mirage. You may be proud, wise, and fine, but death will wipe you off the face of the earth as though you were no more than mice burying under the floor, and your posterity, your history, your immortal geniuses will burn or freeze together with the earthly globe. To prove to you in action how I despise all that you live by, I renounce the 2 million of which I once dreamed as of paradise, and which now I despise. To deprive myself of the right to the money, I shall go out from here 5 hours before the time fixed, and so break the compact. Oh, you wise man, I'm going to leave now.
Oh my God, the man who lived in the lodge, climb up to the window into the garden, go to the gate and disappear. What were we gonna do? He disappeared, but he left this note.
I'm going to take that note, and I will lock it up in the fireproof safe.
Thank you, folks, for tuning into our show. But let us not forget to mention and thanks our sponsor, the Ontario Lottery, for bringing this play to us.
Ontario, more ways to win.
It's Ontario's 3-week bonus blast, featuring $3 million in cash prizes. Beginning November 3rd, 500 winners of $1,000 will be drawn each week for 3 weeks.
Wow!
Plus an extra 1,500 winners of $1,000 on November 17th.
What a blast!
So save all your ticket stubs for the extra bonus explosion. Ontario's 3-week, $3 million bonus blast. What a blast for a buck!